in October next year, 2022, the experiment in Takoradi called Skyy Power will be 25 years old.
Exactly.
So I thought I need to write the true history of Skyy.
Skyy. That would be beautiful. Hey, that would be very, very beautiful. Yeah.
In order to do that, I have to speak to everybody I have worked with at Skyy. So today is your turn for the conversation.
Wow. Hey.
Record it, then later on I can listen to it and then remember all the things we talk about based on the fact that we already know a lot of things, right? So that based on that, eventually I can write the book to be published next year for the 25th anniversary, because it is significant. It is something amazing that happened in Secondary Takoradi. Wow. So you are on record, Michael. How did your relationship with Skyy start?
You know, I'm a trained teacher. My first posting was in Cape Coast. I'm a music man, so I tried to record music, and then Skyy started broadcasting. Pakofi, Pakofi was at UCC. I was also teaching at UCC. By then, I had started radio with ATL FM on Campus FM. I was good. I was. So one day, I heard Pakofi's voice on this guy. I know Pakofi on ATL, so let me contact him. So I told Pakofi, I want to work at Skyy. And Pakofi knew I was good. I had talent. So he told Willie that, Willie, this guy, at that time I was called Spino.
Did you say Spino? Like Spino?
Spino, S-P-I-N-O, somebody who can Spain. Spino. That was the name I was given at training college. So I used that one, on air when I after training college. So I really told Pakofi, okay, if he's good, you should come and see. I should come and see him. So quickly, when I had a message from Pakofi, one of the days I just took a car, and I came. And when I came, really, it was just a mere interview. I was poised for action. I was like, I can do this. And I was like, can you do it? I said, yeah, I can do it. Okay. By that time, we were using cassette. There was the era of cassette. So I was using cassette to mix. I was doing it very well in such a way that I can use the cassette to mix in a certain way that you marvel. So when I got there, when I got there, they asked me, but do you know what a CD? CD was just emerged. So I was CD. I've heard about it, but I've not. So they asked me, okay, do you know a CD player? I've seen it, but I've not used it before. They asked me what is Q. I used my mind to see something. He asked me what is this. He asked me 3 questions. Then he saw that I had the idea. They just said I should go and bring my things, and then no application, blah blah blah. He saw that, then I started Skyy. So I joined Skyy 2000 from ATL.
Which month in 2000?
Somewhere around I think September thereabouts. I joined Skyy. I also on the study ADF. Because I was really into highlights. I love highlights.
You were you were understudying ADF.
Yes, I was asked to understudy ADF. I was asked to understudy ADF. I was asked to play the night. When you come, night video.
Of course.
So I can learn how to use a CD player, those things, the cues, and all those things. So we started, and then the night, but let me make this clear. I knew when I was then coming from Cape Coast and then Skyy was blazing, I used to listen to Skyy. I used to listen to presenters. And I knew when they were playing, anytime they play a song, I could tell that this song is being played from this CD. And this CD has these songs. So I knew a lot of albums, CD albums and songs before I got into Skyy. Because of the, when I was in Cape Coast, before entering Cape Coast, I was doing this DJing and all that. I was into DJing. So I knew a lot of music. I knew songs, all that. So immediately I started Skyy playing the night. I started collecting. I went to the library, started playing those good songs that they were not playing.
Mm-hmm.
So within no time, I became a household name, like Premier Girl, like I think I was used to know, and I'm not Michael Gawu. Then that song came around, this Premier Gawu song, that French song. You remember that Premier Gawu song?
I
Premier Gawu,
remember.
Nepa Gawu.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So one day I was there when KJ came and said, so you are the Michael Gawu. I realized you are good. So if you have Gawu there, then let's clear the Michael and then put Premier there. Because of that song, Premier Gawu. Then that name came to stay. Premier Gawu, Premier Gawu, Premier Gawu. And then, so that's how come I had the Premier Gawu. So it was KJ who gave me that Premier, took the Michael away, So we didn't know that because of how I could play the songs, I could make the songs, I learned so fast from ideas. And then, so I was just, within no time, I mean, everywhere, playing first, everywhere, Premier Gawu. I remember one of the nights I was playing and Willie walked to the studio and said, so I've been listening to you. How do you get to know all these songs? Because I was playing good music. I was really, really playing good music. Then, within no time, Willie called me and then told me, ADF is sick. He will not be coming. That was the end of ADF. Let me put it that way. It was really bad. I think it's very bad. I didn't like it. I approached Willie, but Willie was like, oh, it's nothing. It's part of the job. It's like football match. When when you have Messi in a football match and then you're not performing, Messi has to play. Or even you are performing and Messi is better than you, So I took ADF place. I started in for ADF, and that the way I played because of the skills, and all that, I gained roots at Skyy, and I started playing the mainstream. We moved from the old Skyy, Windy Ridge.
Yes, 1920 West Fiji.
Exactly. Now at Fiji, before moving to Fiji, I was also organizing on my own personal. I was organizing events. I think I organized the first beach jam in Tekwade. That is a last hour beach. I remember. Skyy was into events, so I learned that thing from Skyy, and I also started events because we were playing. I'm going to play beach at Louisiana. I'm going to play beach jam at Cape Coast and all those places. So events became part of me. Being in radio, and the radio is all about, for marketing. I need to also upgrade myself. So I enrolled at people, the now TTU, people to do marketing. So 3 years marketing, HND. Later I graduated and became, had a knowledge in marketing. So we just saw that I was playing, and so he made me the event manager at that time when we moved from Windy Ridge to Skyy. I don't remember the exact year, but I remember
that was 2002. That was 2002 when we moved from 37 Windy Ridge to Fiji. I know that because I personally went to invite the then Vice President Aliu Mahama to open the station.
Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, all right. Okay. So I became the event manager, and I kept on consistency. Somewhere along the line, I said, no, I have to again upgrade myself. So I enrolled for the distance education in degree in marketing. I completed a degree in Osebonso. Osebonso was the programs manager somewhere around the time, and he had to leave. So I really was like, Gawu should be the program, because I've passed through the mill, I've had all the experience, I know the culture of Skyy, I've everything. Adria was there, Adria also okayed it, and then straight away I started. It was difficult though, but I had to learn. I really had to learn on the job. I came to Skyy as a DJ. As a DJ, became the event manager plus a DJ. Then somewhere along the line presented, because I didn't like the fact that you just play music without talking. So I need to also learn presenting, reading. I have to read and how to present news and how to present the LPMs and all those things, So I had to go through all that. Really was always for me. Really was, in fact, really they really trained me. I quite remember one time in the early days of Skyy. I was at Winnie Ridge. My first LPM, that there was an announcement. STMA at that time was SIMA. You remember?
Yes, Sama Ahanta is Metropolitan Assembly.
Very good.
Yes.
I had not met that abbreviation before. So I was doing the show, and then Joe, I think it was Joe who brought the announcement. I read it with vigor, and I was like, this announcement is by SIMA. I couldn't out of the studio. I was there when Joe came and said, no, it is not SIMA. We had to drive from town. He say, why? They should have come. And Joe came and said, Willie is angry. So next time, if I'm not sure of anything, as you ask. I thought that I was sure of it. Then Joe said no. So from that day, Willie called me and said, if I'm not sure of anything, that's radio. If you say it, it goes. But I learned a lot. If you say it, it goes. It doesn't. You can't erase it. I'm not sure. I have to ask. And from that time, that is what I've been doing. If I'm not sure of anything, I ask before, or sometimes you have to write. So those are the things I learned from Skyy, and it has really, really helped me.
I'm surprised you were not shot on air.
Philip, I was also. I thought I even mentioned it right when you said no, it's not SIMA, it's SIMA. I was like, I couldn't get that. It took me some time before I got up. You know that Skyy, use that as Skyy, Charlie.
Let's backtrack. Let's do some backtracking.
All right.
So you were a trained teacher, you said. Where were you trained?
Ancient Training College.
So you were trained at Ancient Training College, and then you then came to Cape Coast to start work.
To St. Nicholas, that is at the Saddle Basic School.
At the Saddle Basic School.
The real name of the school is St. Nicholas Basic School, Primary School, or Basic School. St. Nicholas Primary School, and then I was also working. I was doing the radio. But I started radio in 95 with ATL.
So would it be my understanding? Would it be my understanding that at that radio station you would have met Eric Ahianyo, because I think he must have been around.
Yeah. We were together. In fact, yes, Eric Ahianyo. In fact, we hosted several programs. In fact, we were hosting Contact Line on ATL FM. And I was also hosting the High Life Mix on ATL FM, and then the Ocean Drive, the Ocean Drive on ATL FM. Before I moved to Skyy. So I even moved to Skyy before Eric Ahianyo also joined me. Yeah.
So that is where you knew Pakofi, your colleague Pakofi, at ATL before he moved to Skyy.
Exactly.
Are you a Takrady boy?
Second boy. My dad was a naval officer. I was born in Accra, Bema Camp. He was transferred to Isikado.
At the naval base in Sekondi.
Yes, the naval base had the naval quarters at Isikado. I mean, when you go to Isikado, you have the naval place called a place for the Navy. So that is where he was. And then later, we were moved from Isikado to Real Sekondi, the naval base quarters.
How old were you when you came to Sekondi?
7, 8, 9.
So you were less than 10 years old when you came to Sekondi. I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see how you would have been influenced by the Twin City, by Sekondi Takrady.
Oh yeah. I was still a kid. That is why I've lost, in touch with the language, the Ewe language, because I was really influenced by the Fanti, like my mom was speaking the Ewe language in the house. But when we go out and even in the house, I had siblings. We speak Fanti. Outside we speak Fanti, so it really affected the Ewe language, and that is why.
And I know for sure, having worked with you for so long, that your Fanti is impeccable. Exactly. It is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, tell me, so you didn't realize your colleague Pakofi was on Skyy Power FM until you heard him.
Exactly. Until I heard him speak on Skyy. Mm-hmm. I was like, I know Pakofi until I heard him speak on Skyy. And then he spoke.
Mm-hmm.
And then he linked me to Skyy, and then I started Skyy.
Skyy had been operating for about 3 years when you joined. Yeah. So tell me, how much did you really want to join Skyy, and why?
When I'm a music man, I love music. My mom would tell me, and when I grew up, it was like, you remember, my dad was part of the first naval officer who went and brought the ships to Naval Base. So when he was coming, he brought this gramophone, and I always, when he's playing the plate, normally it's called LP. Like I also go and bring this mug things, and I was beating them. I'll be singing here and there and all that. And then I also quite remember, I attended GSTS. When they give me money for my allowance and all that, I go and buy cassette, record music. And if even I'm passing, they send me. And I go and meet live band, people playing live band, singing. I will stop and then listen to them. By the time I realize it'll be too late when I come to house, they beat me. So that music has been part of me. When I was at GSTS, it was same. After GSTS, I lost my dad because of financial problems. I was asked to go to training college. Mm-hmm. So even at training college, music was part of me. I became the entertainment prefect. It was a contention between myself and then one Frankie Taylor. He's also at Fox FM. We're very good friends. But on campus, I quite remember on campus, before becoming the entertainment prefect, we had a group called the 4 Force. Mm-hmm. We were 4, and during entertainment time, we would sing, and we would perform and all that. So through that, I stood for the entertainment prefect, and I won. It was a huge between myself and Frankie Taylor. So after training college, he went straight into radio in Kumasi, Fox FM. He stopped teaching, and then I taught for 5 years before entering radio. So because of the music being part of me, and I had talent in how to play music. I was also a DJ before entering into radio. So all this, combined, I really want, and I was listening to, Skyy. At that time, Twin City was also blazing with Jojo Gracewood and the Benji Kumasa. Jojo Gracewood taught me English at GSS level. I was influenced by these people, presenters of, on Skyy, presenters on Twin City Radio, especially Jojo Gracewood and the Ben. Benji Kumasa. I remember him.
Eric Sampson, Benji Kumasa.
Very Jojo good. Eric Sampson. Yes.
I remember that crop of people. Yes.
Exactly.
And then I think Pakwesi Brew came around to train them when Twin City Radio started. Okay. Jojo Gracewood taught you English in which school?
At the JSS level.
Right.
Exactly.
Which junior secondary school was that?
Adiembra Junior Secondary School.
Yes.
We were the last batch to complete, the junior secondary school regime.
Mm-hmm.
We were the last batch. All this put together made me strong to be in radio. So anytime I come back from Cape Coast and I was listening to Trinity, I used to listen to Skyy Power, but Jojo Gracewood and then the Jiggonza, anytime they also come, I knew their time. So when they talk, I talk. So I was trying to they were my mentor. They talk, all the Skyy guys, you guys, Caesar, and then all of you guys, So there was one day, you remember this guy? He started playing the High Life mix. He was there before ADS came. Atupi.
Atupari. I spoke to Atupari yesterday. Yes, Atupari.
Okay. So Atupi will come, and Atupi will come and play the High Life mix. And I'll go Charlie, this one, I can play more than Atupi. So I was telling myself. So see, and before entering ATL2, that was what I told myself. ATL, I just walked straight to the studio. I asked of the manager, they showed the manager. The manager is called Akins. So I just went to him and I said, boss, my name is Michael Gawu. I'm a teacher. I'm the blah, 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 blah. I think I can do better than the DJ who's playing. I just said that. And then he was asking me, have you done radio? I said, no, I've not done radio, but I've done DJ and no music. And then with that, I started, to understand Boham. Boham was also at ATL. So Boham was playing old school, like the Let's Go Dance, the Cool and the Gangs, those old school, and then the new schools. And I'm also in the old school because the old school area, 1981, 82, 83, those areas, I was, I learned a lot, talk about music, those music. So I was also to do. So one day, the same thing at Skyy. One day, Boham didn't come, and I had to play for him, and that was it. I really mashed up the place, and the names, came to stay, and then I had to work at ATL. So that is how come I came to radio. I did 5 years at ATL FM, before I moved to Skyy in 2000.
I like what you said that Wilson interviewed you. It was almost like a conversation where
it was like a conversation.
Where in your experience, you were mixing with cassette. And even as you describe it, I'm thinking, how is that possible?
No. Let me show you. I knew the songs off head. So probably, let's say, I want to play maybe One Way, a song from One Way album, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I will imagine the beat. I'm very good at the beat. So I'll imagine the beat, and then I'll be playing it, and I'll pick the next song I have to play. Maybe I'm playing a song from cassette A. I have to play the next song from cassette B. So I'll play the song, and then I will just use a pen, and then set the song, the beat, in such a way that when the song playing is ending, I will just play. I use pause and then play. That time we were using the systems were using play and pause.
Yes.
So I'll pause the beat of the next song on exactly the beat, so that immediately and you need to do it right. If you're not expert, you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to time it
it's
in
like
your
the
head, in your mind.
Of gear.
Exactly.
In the old manual driving car, in the old manual gearbox. Yeah.
Very good. So if you don't change it well, it will not match.
There will be a jerk.
Phillip. So that was what I was using, and it beat the mind of my listeners, everybody. So it should tell you how crazy and how really I was yearning for radio. I want to do it,
What were you teaching in Cape Coast?
I was teaching all the subjects. I was teaching English, mathematics, because of primary school,
You were an all-rounder.
All-rounder, yes.
So then Wilson gave you the chance, and now you belonged at Skyy. So tell me your impression when in the first few days and weeks that you became part of this enterprise. I
was like, wow, Charlie, now I can really prove I I was overjoyed. I'm telling you, I was really, really overjoyed, and I was always thanking Wule in my mind. I was like, Charlie, this man is a good person. And Philip, I was overjoyed. I told myself I will have to kill myself for Skyy, and I will never disappoint this man. And I kept my promise till now.
That is amazing to hear.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but I told him, I really told him. I told him that give me the job, and I will not disappoint you, and I'll stick with you. I mean, till the end. I told him. I really told him, and I have never disappointed him.
Well, and it is how many years on, and you're still there. So that proves your point, and that's incontrovertible.
20
years
20 years at Skyy, and then 5 years at ATL. So I have 25 years in the media space.
In the radio.
Yeah, in radio, yeah.
So what did you like about Skyy? What was special about Skyy that you learned now that you were an employee?
I learned so many things, Philip. Skyy, in fact, Skyy has made me who I am now. I've learned so much from Skyy. Skyy has made me who I am right now. You know, as I'm speaking to you right now, my mom had a land. My mom bought a land. She was trying to do something, you know, before he died. But I'll be able to, with the help of YC and Skyy, I mean, working at Skyy, I put up a 3-bedroom house. I bought my own car because Skyy taught me, gave me job, and I learned on the job. I did marketing, you know. So you are getting where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I married when I was Skyy. Now I have 3 kids, beautiful wife. So Skyy has done so much for me. I've learned so much, education wise, moral wise, and I'm always thankful. Every day thankful to Skyy. Out of my own salary, and then with the help of certain individuals, I put a smile on the faces of needy mothers and their babies at the Kwanta. 50 needy mothers and the babies at the Kwanta Hospital, Children's Ward. That is, I did, you know, when I was 25 years in the media space. The Skyy has molded me in a very positive way to impact on society. So now I'm really looking at impacting, helping the needy. I just did this last year, and then, you know, I want to go on, you know, and then have a foundation. Last year, somebody gave me 500 Ghana cedis. In fact, some certain individuals helped me. They gave me, I did hampers, big hampers.
Mm-hmm.
What 50 Ghana cedis for 50 mothers. So all those things I use for the hampers, I had it from individuals who I have impacted on, who have been listening to my program, who appreciate what I do, and then they help me, you know. So it means that I'm really impacting on them. They've really gained certain things for me. They also listen to me on Skyy as Premier Gawu.
So as I keep speaking to our colleagues, one of the things that has been coming out is that Skyy, the environment at Skyy seems to have the situation where it feels like a family environment.
Yes, let me say this. When it used to be, when we started Skyy, when I joined Skyy at Old Skyy, Winnie Ridge, in fact, Skyy was like a family. You know, the culture there was a different culture. In fact, it kept deteriorating when, you know, you guys started leaving. You left, and they have to bring in a different person from different environment. Bob G left, living here and there, he left. So then it was a mixed culture. Then the culture, that different culture started deteriorating. that passion for the job also reduced. Now, if you don't have passion for the job, you can't do it. So, some of us who have passion for the job are we are sustaining. I would say we are really doing our best. So yes, the culture has changed totally. Certain behaviors have been brought in. It makes those who are good want to leave and they want to move on and all that. Let me say that I am still at Skyy because security, because I've lived all my life here. My family is here. I've built here. I have, I don't want to move to Accra. I had so many opportunities, but the thing is, I don't want to. When I go to Kumasi or Accra, I'm not going to start all over again. The Accra situation, the traffic, Kumasi here and then. Oh, I love it here. Management also had played a role in people living and then culture of Skyy also coming down.
That's an interesting point, and I thought I would just share this perspective with you as well. And I was going to say that I'm not telling everyone what I'm doing right now. In fact, I haven't spoken to Wilson or Ajo. I've not told them at all that this is what I'm doing because I am not sure that I can do it, but I am sure that I want to try. I really, 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 really want to try. But I don't guarantee.
It will be nice. It will be nice. It will be nice. We having a history. It will be very beautiful.
Yeah.
So that posterity. Exactly. We'll learn from.
And the thing is, look, you've been there for 20 years. Every year we mark the anniversary. The anniversary is marked, and that is a retelling of history. But if I have to talk, I won't finish you. The point I was hoping to make is that, you see, telling the story every year is not enough. It's not enough because until it is well crafted in a form of a book, well documented, and then keeping the human drama in it, all the different characters, different people, their contributions, and the environment, the atmosphere, where they come from, their backgrounds and things like that. Without that, you don't get the sense fully, And here's the thing. If you take 5 different people to write a book about the history of Skyy, you will get 5 different stories.
Exactly.
And of course, it takes a long time. It's a lot of effort to write a book. The writing, in fact, I would not advise anyone to write a book because it's painful. It's really, 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 really painful. Give me the microphone at any time, I'll talk. I'll broadcast.
I understand.
When you have to write, and the other thing too is when you write, what you write becomes a permanent record. Look, I was on Skyy. I talked a lot on Skyy. Did a lot of programs. I can't find any. They're all gone. Disappeared. Some people will remember, but that's it. But if I had written a book at that time, you can go take the book right now and see every single word. If I make a mistake, you see it. And you can always refer to it. And that's what makes it kind of dangerous, and both dangerous and exciting, right? And so I'm not telling people yet. Until, for example, now that I've talked to you, or rather I'm talking to you, every time I talk to someone, it gives me a bit more confidence and courage, to say, okay, maybe we can do it, maybe we can do it,
When we were trying to tell Wilson that, when I told Wilson that, I even spoke to you, it was something. It was about our news.
Mm-hmm.
It was about our news team. Something happened. And I said that ever since Phillip Nyakpo left, we have never had the likes of Phillip Nyakpo. So I was telling Wilson. And then I said, I recently chatted with you, and then you send your your greetings to him.
What I find is this, right? When I talk to the very, very, very early guys, their impression is different even from the latter stages that I experienced.
You know what? I think that you guys did not really benefit from Skyy. A lot. That is my own observation. You see, I have stayed on for some time
and seen the changes.
20 years.
Yeah.
And have seen the changes. Skyy taught me to do marketing. And really marketing at a degree level, marketing will tell you that if you want to succeed in life, in your comfort zone, try to position yourself in this way so that people will know that, hey, this is it. It is green. And I think Skyy taught me that, and I've implemented that. And I think it has benefited me. And it's still benefited me now for all these years. That's why I've made some gains as a latter part of Skyy till now. But the initial stages, I was really not really, even though, I enjoy Skyy because I had a job.
Yeah.
But monetary wise and salary wise, it was just some peanuts.
Not rewarding.
Yeah, not rewarding. At the initial stage, it wasn't rewarding. Well, I was just doing it for the talent I have.
It was a passion. You had a passion.
Passion, exactly. At that time, you feel it. You've seen it all. You've seen it, so you wanted more. So of course, you move on. You want to move on because and your management is not ready to give you what you want. I mean, like Bob G had seen it all. Had talk about the education level and all those things. I mean, you guys, some of you have seen it all, so you wanted more. And I understand. I understand you guys. I wouldn't blame you guys for leaving, but to me, I always say that management and when you interview people, all right, when you interview people who have been with Skyy, they will tell you that they will still be with Skyy till this time. They will tell you that, Willie and the wife, they should have held on to you guys. They should have done everything possible for you guys the old guys to stick. If you get a stick, no station could have beaten Skyy. No competition could, catch up with Skyy. And it's true.
You have to tell yourself that I teach this to my son. Whatever you're doing, do it really, really, really well.
Really well, yeah.
Just do it really well because you are writing your own story. And I believe it is the reason why now I can look back and say, it is nice, given what I've seen, to honor my colleagues, my friends, the people that I worked with. You've probably heard of Nana Debbie, right? I spoke to Nana Debbie.
Oh, yeah, Nana Debbie.
Several. You knew her at ATL. Right. So
I didn't know Nana Debbie.
So
Nana Debbie was also at ATL.
Exactly.
She started at ATL, UCC.
So Nana Debbie is now a professor, a full professor in a university of Virginia. Right, she's renowned, And I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice to honor her? Because you know what? She lives in the U.S. She's been there now for, I don't know, maybe 20 years or something. People know her, but they would never know she had this background. They would never know she comes from Takoradi. All these wonderful, talented, passionate guys that just wanted to give out their best, including the premier Gawu. To me, it's a beautiful story. It is a beautiful story.
Yes. And really appreciate it, Pa. I'm telling you, Pa.
Apart from all of this,
I will really encourage you to do. Yeah.
Thank you. Apart from all of this, I actually have a lot of respect for Wilson. And Michael, take it from me. Yeah. Here's the other thing. Yeah. It is impossible to find a perfect person. There are many people we read about who have done amazing things. But if you knew them personally, you will not like them at all. But that doesn't take away their genius for doing what he did. Look, I don't care who Willie is or what he has done. The guy took the risk. He came to Takoradi, the first to set up a private radio station when nobody was interested. Is he perfect?
Phillip,
no.
Phillip, that is why, you see, this is the more reason why I'm so with Skyy and I'm so with Willie. You know what I mean? I look at him, I look at Ajua. I get big offers. Phillip, I'm telling you, they want to give me money, huge money, building car. I say, no, this is the man who didn't even ask me to bring an application. This is a man who just gave me, stole the programs manager on me. This is a man who has groomed me, to become who I am now. No, I can't be insincere. What's the word? There's a word I want to use. I can't betray him, So, yes, like you said, there's no person in this world who is perfect.